For the third day running at the Tattersalls Autumn Horses in Training sale, the top lots will be heading overseas with competition amongst the international buyers as ferocious as ever. With agents from across the globe here at Park Paddocks, unsurprisingly, the classy horses were hard to secure. Top lot came late into the evening, and with a buzz around the ring, Fancy Man fetched 675,000 guineas and will be heading to Australia. Bought by Stuart Bowman of Blandford Bloodstock for Annabel Neesham Racing, the Pride of Dubai's Son was the highest rated horse on offer at the sale at 119, and Bowman hopes he'll be a Melbourne Cup horse for Connections.
Oh look, Fancy Man to my mind was probably the best horse here. You know, he's the sort of horse that consistently runs to 110 plus. He's the highest rated time form horse here, and ultimately he's one of those horses that can go on all grounds, shows up every day, always runs to a high level. We're looking for a Melbourne Cup horse, and we waited for him, and he's the one we wanted, and we were lucky to get him.
Juddmont's One World was another star attraction. The 2-year-old son of See the Stars was eventually bought by Athbar Racing for 525,000 guineas. Although an emerging owner in the world of thoroughbred racing, Athbar Racing is well known for its Arabian racing successes. Having won twice for John and Thady Gosden this summer, the 2-year-old was an obvious target for the owners.
I've been on the phone with His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Ahmed, actually who is the owner of One World. And I think His Highness' idea is just to ship the horse to Saudi Arabia. He's a handsome-looking horse, well-bred horse. He is by Caesar Star, and he is bred also in one of the best farms, in all over the world. So the horse looks absolutely beautiful, well-bred horse, nice conformation, great mover. If you look at this horse, he has got everything.
Another new set of Saudi Arabian connections secured the Bjorn Nielsen owned and bred Magisterial for 425,000 guineas. By Frankel, the 3-year-old has won 2 races for John and Thady Gosden and will be targeted at the Saudi World Cup meeting for trainers Sami Al-Aruba and an owner new to the sport.
First of all, Sami Al-Arabi will be training the horse in Saudi Arabia. That's where he will be going. He liked him when he was walking around the paddock. Obviously, being by Frankel, it's also a bonus pedigree-wise to have such a nice horse go to Saudi. And the intention for this horse is the Saudi World Cup day. Depending on how he's going to adapt now on distance, that's going to be up to him. But the intention is for him to go for the Saudi World Cup.
Also heading to Saudi Arabia will be the Godolphin consigned Finest Sound, who was sold for 350,000 guineas. With bids coming from around the ring, from Australia, America and the Middle East, it was Prince Faisal bin Khalid's Naj stud who eventually secured the 5-year-old. With a BHA rating of 111, he's been placed at Group 1 level both in Canada and Dubai.
He's an international horse. He had time rating 111, and he been international. He been third in Woodbine in Group 1. He been second in Group 2. He been second in Group 1 in Jabal Hatta. He's an international horse, and that's what we are looking for.
Marco Bozzi Bloodstock used the online platform to buy Going Gone for His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Salman Al Saud for 330,000 guineas. The 4-year-old son of Le Havre has won 4 races from 14 starts for trainer Jim Boyle, most recently finishing 6th in the Cesarewitch handicap over 2 miles 2 furlongs.
All done and sold at 330.
Amici, winner of the £100,000 Tattersalls at Somerville Auction Stakes and the £150,000 Tattersalls October Auction Stakes, was bought by Naj Stud for 325,000 guineas. Owned by Lawrence Bellman, his former trainer Ed Walker had mixed feelings about losing the 2-year-old.
From a 15,500 guinea purchase at the Somerville sale, great of Tats to put up, all that money for these sales races. It's been a bit of a dream for Lawrence and for us, and like I say, very sad to see him go. But it's a massive result, and it's such from a relatively small investment in this game. He's the kind of horse who gives everyone that keeps that dream alive.